Moment.
What
Ahora
is
me
it,
llamas
George?
York.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Y
Can't
la
we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Sí, supongo que tendremos que ir. Si acaso nos borra todo el día, podemos cargar y ya está.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both.
Eso es cierto en el sentido más
You know,
estricto de la
It's
palabra.
almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Casi las 11.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
No, enséñasela a ella, no a nosotros.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Ah, ¿va a cantar? Le arreglan y le destrozan la cicatriz a ratos a George. Bueno, guardemos a lo peor, hemos perdido un día que tampoco pasa nada. Y me alegro de haber visto esto, no sea que ningún problema.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zach,
¿Emily?
Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Emily vestida de salir.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Que rechace esto es preocupante.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past.
¡Ja! ¿Le plantaste?
Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Todo el mundo tiene una historia trágica. Me alegro de que York sea por lo menos solo raro, pero relativamente normal.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Sospechas de George? Así que tengo que volver al hotel cuando quiera, no tengo límite de tiempo. Vamos a ver qué podemos hacer por aquí. Dormiremos en la casa del DLC. Supongo, porque necesito el siguiente día para hacer un par de cosillas.
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
Cerrado. Vaya. Ahora mismo este coche es bastante más manejable. ¿Cerrado? Pues vaya. Todo cerrado, me hago la idea.
Zach, is there some...
Vamos a rehacer la galería de arte, que habrá un replay como siempre, y lo dejaremos aquí. Vamos a guardarlo. Primero, si mete crash, seguramente lo haga off-screen ya. Porque ya veis que está metiendo crashes cada vez con más frecuencia. Habrá un cromo. Y necesitamos todos los cromos. Además, no lo he explorado bien. Igual le he dejado un arma, aunque no creo. Ahora que lo pienso. A ver si puedo coger el lanzallamas otra vez. Bueno, llamémoslo un soplete. No, ya ni siquiera funciona. O sea, que estas son las armas que tengo y estas son las únicas armas que voy a poder usar en el resto del juego. Genial. Genial. Me hace sentirme incluso mejor por haber dejado la Magnum. Muy bien, vamos allá. O sea que hay una escopeta en el juego.
Amazing, yes. Bullseye, yes. Nice shot, amazing.
¿Quién más quiere fiesta? ¡Muere, cuadro! Estoy pensando que, como estos son... Esto tendrá más daño por disparo, por lo menos. Ah, puedes volver a tocarlo. ¿De qué está hecho tu cabezón? ¿Quién estás? No creo ni que pueda llevar más. Tengo que ver cómo puedo arreglar lo del inventario. Esto no es manera de vivir. Nada de nada. Es que ya los ítems tampoco funcionan. Muy bien, pues esperemos que no necesite comer en ningún momento.
Amazing. Yes. Nice shot. Great. Nice shot. Amazing. Amazing.
Bueno, a esta distancia tampoco me voy a milanar,
Amazing.
Ah,
Bullseye. Amazing. Yes. Yes.
bien. Todos muertos. Clásico dilema cuando matas a un zombie que dices, ahora estás muerto,
Nice shot.
ahora estás más muerto.
Nice shot. Amazing. Yes.
Vale, ¿quién más?
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Yes. Nice shot. Yes. Yes. Amazing.
Sí, la que me la tapaba mi cabezón vamos a decir que ha sido Potra. Y ni siquiera vamos a esconderlo, ¿o no? Muy bien.
Great. Bullseye. Amazing.
Me imagino que aquí habrá algo.
Yes. Bullseye. Bullseye.
Si es que ya ni un detallito te dan.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Bullseye. Great. Great.
Ah, me ha esquivado con la niebla de Naruto. Pues vaya paño.
Amazing. Great. Amazing. Great.
Deberías limpiar tu inventario que no funciona. Porque pensabas que esto era un botiquín y vamos a engancharte en la pantalla para que no puedas esquivar este ataque. Aquí tiene un pase porque los enemigos no son muy letales de todas maneras. Pero esto en Dark Souls hubiera causado un par de destrucciones de mando. Ah.
Yes, that's shocking. Amazing. Great. Gah! Gah!
No podríamos levantarnos ahí. Voy a cambiar de arma, qué fastidio. Por lo menos les podrían haber puesto otra voz. Ah, les han puesto otros soundbites pequeñines. Muy bien. Ya estás. ¡Mira! La guitarra tiene un uso. Ah, sí. Ujú. Ah, venga. Ah, claro. Por lo menos ponte ropa, mujer. ¿Tú te crees esto no son maneras de cortejar a un hombre tan hermoso como York? Vienes arrastrándote por las paredes, hablando de asesinatos, siendo invisible. No entiendo qué se supone que le ha pasado a esta. Ah, sí. Casi se me olvida. Ya estás. Ah. Y aquí había enemigos normales. De este sí que me acordaba.
Great. Yes. Bullseye. Yes. Great.
Creo que eso era todo. Ah, tú eres nueva.
Amazing. Yes. Amazing.
Sí, eso era todo. Ya hemos terminado. Muy bien, voy a parar aquí, voy a intentar deducir un par de cosas y volveré seguramente en un rato largo. Así que gracias por echarle un vistazo a los que le hayáis echado un vistazo. Saludos.